Switzerland isn't just a destination, it's a masterpiece painted in white peaks, emerald lakes, and the quiet hum of precision. From the stillness of alpine villages to cities where time feels handcrafted, every corner speaks a language of beauty. If paradise had coordinates, they'd lead here. These are 10 of the most breathtaking places to visit in Switzerland. 1. Zermatt. In Zermatt, nature and ambition meet face to face beneath the towering shadow of the Matterhorn. Its pyramid-shaped peak cuts through the sky like a symbol of perfection, visible from nearly every corner of the village. Cars are banned here, so the rhythm of life is calm and unhurried. Electric taxis glide quietly along cobblestone paths, and the air carries the crisp scent of snow and pine. Visitors ride the Gorner Grat Railway for breathtaking alpine views or sip hot chocolate while the sun fades behind the peaks. At night, the stars feel closer than anywhere else on Earth. Zermatt isn't just a place to see, it's a place to feel, where silence becomes sacred and the mountains remind you how small you are. 2. Lucerne. Where medieval charm meets mirror-like waters, Lucerne sits perfectly between lake and mountains. The chapel bridge, built in the 14th century, stretches across the Reyes River like a memory that refuses to fade. Every corner carries the weight of history, from the lion monument carved into stone to the pastel houses that line the old town. But Lucerne isn't just about the past. Take a boat across Lake Lucerne and the city opens like a postcard, the reflection of Mount Pilatus shimmering as if time itself paused for a photo. Lauterbrunnen. If there's one place that feels like it fell straight out of a fairy tale, it's Lauterbrunnen. Towering cliffs rise on both sides of a narrow valley, each curtain of water tumbling from dizzying heights. Staubbach Falls, the most famous of them all, seems to fall from the sky itself. Walk through the village and you'll hear the sound of rushing water everywhere. It's the heartbeat of the valley. Just beyond Lauterbrunnen lie the car-free havens of Mürren and Wengen, where cable cars glide through mist and the Alps seem close enough to touch. Few places on earth blend peace and grandeur this effortlessly. 4. Interlaken. Interlaken sits perfectly between two glacier-fed lakes, Thun and Brienz, and rests in the shadow of the mighty Jungfrau. It's where Switzerland's spirit of adventure truly comes alive. Paragliders float through the sky like birds, boats slice through turquoise waters, and the scent of alpine air fills every breath. Hikers weave through wildflower trails while the sound of distant waterfalls echoes through the valley. Even if you never chase a thrill, Interlaken captures your heart effortlessly. As the sun sets, golden light spills across the lakes and snowy peaks, turning the whole scene into a living painting. It's one of those rare places where you don't just see beauty, you feel it deeply long after you've gone. 5. Grindelwald. Grindelwald is what postcards wish they could capture. It's where wooden chalets sit beneath walls of ice and cows graze in meadows so green they almost glow. Take the Glacier Express cable car and in minutes you're face to face with one of the most legendary mountains in the world. In summer, the air is filled with the scent of wildflowers. In winter, the slopes turn into playgrounds of snow, but Grindelwald's true power lies in its simplicity. It's a place where you don't just see the Alps, you feel them. 6. Montreux. On the serene shores of Lake Geneva lies Montreux, where the rhythm of life moves to the smooth tempo of jazz and the quiet grace of the Alps. The lakeside promenade stretches endlessly, framed by palm trees, vibrant flowers, and sculptures that shimmer in the sunlight. Just beyond town stands the medieval Chillon Castle, its stone walls reflecting centuries of stories over the still water. Each summer, Montreux becomes a global stage as music legends perform under open skies during the world-famous jazz festival. As the sun melts into the lake, painting it gold, you begin to understand why so many artists, poets, and dreamers found peace here. Montreux doesn't demand attention, it earns it through timeless elegance. 7. Bern. Bern doesn't try to impress, it simply exists with effortless beauty. The Swiss capital is a masterpiece of balance, where medieval charm and modern life flow together in quiet harmony. Its cobblestone streets wind through arcades lined with centuries-old fountains, each telling a piece of the city's long story. Clock towers mark the passage of time not with rush, but with rhythm. The Old Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, feels alive with the aroma of roasted coffee and the echo of footsteps on stone. The Aar River wraps around Bern like a turquoise ribbon, where locals swim and laugh under summer sun. Here, life slows, hearts breathe easier, and you realize that in Bern, peace isn't silence, it's a lifestyle. 8. St. Moritz. There's luxury, and then there's St. Moritz. This alpine resort has hosted royalty, celebrities, and winter dreamers for over a century. But beyond the glamour, there's a raw, untamed beauty here. The frozen lakes shimmer beneath blue skies, and horse-drawn sleighs glide through snow-covered forests. Ski slopes wind through the Engadin Valley, offering some of the most breathtaking panoramas in Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso at a 5-star cafe or watching the sunrise reflect off the icy peaks, St. Moritz captures that rare feeling of perfection, crafted yet natural. 9. Geneva. Geneva is more than a city, it's an idea, a crossroads of diplomacy, art, and innovation, framed by the elegance of Lake Geneva. The Jet d'eau fountain shoots water 100 meters into the air, a symbol of both power and precision. Beyond the global image, Geneva hides pockets of intimacy. The old town's narrow lanes, the aroma of chocolate shops, and the quiet beauty of Parc des Bastions. Watch the city from a boat as dusk settles, the mountains glowing pink in the distance, and you'll understand why Geneva stands for both serenity and sophistication. Zine Appenzell. Far from the polished ski resorts and the rush of tourist trails, Appenzell feels like stepping into the heart of Switzerland's soul. The rolling green hills seem painted by hand, dotted with colorful wooden houses that tell stories of centuries past. Locals still wear traditional embroidered jackets, and their dialect carries the rhythm of old songs. Cheesemaking here isn't just a craft, it's a legacy, passed down through generations with pride and care. The air smells of pine, meadow, and wood smoke, and the sound of cowbells drifts across the valleys like music. Time slows in Appenzell, and life feels pure, grounded, and real. It's humble, untouched, and quietly unforgettable, the Switzerland that still lives beyond the postcards. Switzerland isn't defined by its destinations, it's defined by the feeling it leaves behind. Whether you're gazing at the Matterhorn, walking through Lucerne's bridges, or sitting by Lake Geneva as the sun melts into the horizon, you realize it's not just beauty, it's precision, peace, and poetry in motion. Every frame feels designed for wonder, every silence feels earned. Because here, time doesn't just pass, it pauses. If you love travel that feels like stepping into another world, hit subscribe and stay tuned for more cinematic journeys through places that make Earth feel extraordinary.